again, guys. So day 2 on the South Downs Way is about to start. I'm all packed up, I've got my kit and everything ready, and I'm just about to leave the White Horse Inn in Ditchling. I've just had an amazing breakfast, by the way, at the Nutmeg Tree. It's about 3 or 4 doors down the road towards the crossroads, where I'm going to turn right and head towards I think it's called Underhill Lane, which will take me back to Clayton and then get back up onto the South Downs Way. So today's journey should have been from Truleigh Hill to Cocking and then drop down from Cocking into Charlton to stay at the Fox Goes Free, but I cut yesterday's ride 5 miles short and decided to drop off at Clayton and head down into Ditchling because the last 5 miles were just going to be soul destroying. So today's ride, which was going to be a 26.5, is now a 31.5, and the first 5 miles is going to be very, very tough indeed. I'm going to take my time. There's some really tough and technical climbs as we leave Clayton and head towards Truleigh Hill, and I'm just hoping that I manage to get some speed up. The weather today on Wednesday the 19th is changeable. There's blue sky, there's a little bit of rain. There was heavy rain last night. But I am hoping that that rain will soak through the chalk bed by the time I get up onto the South Downs Way. So I'm all done. Legs feel okay, surprisingly. They were very sore, particularly my calves yesterday, but I had a good night's kip and a very hot shower, and I've given myself a bit of a massage on the legs as well, and I'm quite confident that I'm going to be okay today. I'm going to take my time, and I'm hoping if I'm on my way by 9, 10, 11, 12, I want to try and get to the Fox Goes Free by about 3 o'clock, something like that, and get myself checked in and have another enjoyable evening. And again, guys, I'll try and get as much video footage as I can, and I'll give you as many updates along the way as I possibly can. But this is the first time I've tried to do videography while cycling, and you tend to find that while you're cycling you can't hold the camera, and the terrain up here is very technical, so it doesn't really lend itself well, and I think the last thing that you want to see is 100 miles of GoPro. So I'm gonna try and make the next section of the the South Downs Way. I'm doing the Cleveland Way in a few weeks, by the way, but that's not on mountain bike, that's walking. So I'm gonna try and make the next section, so this section, day 2 of the South Downs Way, as informative as possible. I'll take loads of great stills en route, I'll get those edited, we'll add this in, hopefully we'll mix up and mash up and make a great little travel guide film for you all to enjoy if you are planning on walking or cycling the South Downs Way. So I'm going to get myself ready, guys, because I need to be out by 9 o'clock. My bike is in a little shop next door. They kindly agreed to lock it up for me overnight, so I want to be on my way. And I will catch up with you all soon from somewhere on the South Downs Way, heading in the general direction of Truleigh Hill, Cocking, and eventually down towards Charlton. And today is 31.5 miles off-road on mountain bike. See you all soon. Take care, guys. Bye. Morning, guys. So day 2 has begun. I left Ditchling this morning. I had about 3 miles to get back to the South Downs Way, and I joined the South Downs Way at Clayton Mills, Jack and Jill Mill, headed on down through Pycombe, and I've now arrived at the foot of New Timber Hill. Just have a little look just up there, that's where we're going. Let me give you a little show round, 360. Welcome to the South Downs Way, everyone. Hope you're all safe and well. You can just see that track there just behind the gate. That's where I've come from. In fact, that's the start of the climb. I've just taken a little breather here before I start heading off up that climb behind me there. So this is New Timber Hill. Then we've got Saddlescombe Hill. At the top here is Devil's Dyke, then Saddlescombe Hill. Then we've got to climb up a pretty extreme chalky track to Truleigh Hill, which is where I should have finished day 1 yesterday. So I'm taking it easy this morning. The legs felt a bit achy when I got going, but I'm using the low gears. There's no prizes for grinding up a big hill in your big boy gears. You just got to take it easy. This is all about finishing each day in one piece and having enough energy to recover and get ready to do it again tomorrow. So it's a 31.5 today, guys. I'm about 5 or 6 miles in, but don't forget I was 5 miles short yesterday, so I am actually behind schedule. So I've got some riding ahead of me. I'm just hoping once I get past Truly Hill that I can get some speed up and we can get this average speed back up over 10 miles an hour. Yesterday was only 7.2. When I set out to do this challenge, I was hoping for 12 mile an hour average, but you can see the wind yesterday was pretty horrendous. There's a fair breeze today, but not too bad. Yesterday I would not have been able to record this footage because of the gusting winds. So I'm going to sign off, guys. I'm heading on up to Devil's Dyke, taking it easy, 1 mile at a time, 1 pedal at a time, and I will see you all in a little while. Take care. Have a wonderful Wednesday, won't you? Just one last look. That's where we're going. That's New Timber Hill. I'm not really liking the look of those clouds either, but hey ho, always look on the bright side. Hi guys, and welcome back. I just thought I would take a couple of minutes out this morning to just update you on where I am. So I'm about 1.5 miles west now of Devil's Dyke. So we've done Saddlescombe, Devil's Dyke, and I'm just at the foot of Truly Hill now. And I'll be honest with you guys, the first mile my legs were feeling very heavy, and that was only on the road out of Ditchling getting back to Clayton, but they seem to be waking up now. But I've also had the most amazing conversation with an elderly lady. I'm guessing she must have been mid to late 70s, and she's walking the South Downs Way from Winchester, and she's dropping down into Brighton for a little while to spend a few days in Brighton, bless her. She'll be partying with the party animals. But anyway, we spoke a little bit about where I was going, and I told her that I was heading to Winchester, and we got talking about all the various walks and the Cleveland Way and the Camino de Ronda, and she's done the Cleveland Way, she's done the Coast to Coast, she's done the South Downs Way, she's walked the Camino, and she kind of inspired me really to just get on with today. I mean, I'm only 51, I'll be 52 in August, but this lady was a true inspiration and a shining example that you're never too old to put yourself in the elements, put yourself in nature and take it on head to head. So I didn't catch her name, I didn't really feel compelled to ask her name, bless her, but she was a true inspiration. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, you're never too old to put yourself to the test. You're never too old to challenge yourself. So get on and enjoy life. At the end of the day, this is not a dress rehearsal, is it? No one's getting out of here alive. So I'm going to push on Truly Hill, and I'm quite confident now, and yeah, I'm feeling good. So we're going to crack on, and we're up on the average speed as well. So yeah, fingers crossed that we get to cock in good time, and we are able to check in to the Fox Goes Free at Charlton before 3 o'clock, hopefully. It might even be 2 o'clock, who knows. But anyway, I'll catch up with you all in a little while, guys. Take care. From the South Downs Way, just at the foot of Truly Hill. Bit of a shame about those monstrosities though, isn't it? Surely they could put the cables underground, but progress, I suppose. See you in a little while, guys. Bye. Hi guys, and welcome back, and welcome to the South Downs Way. Let me show you around. This is where I am on this fine and sunny Wednesday, I think it is. Yes, Wednesday. So I've just been treated to the most amazing 3 miles, which was all downhill, quite technical, very chalky, and after the rain last night, very slippery as well, quite loose under tyre. But 3 miles downhill, getting you from 15 miles on the bike computer to 18 miles is a welcome sight. And 20 miles into today's ride is going to be a massive milestone for me, because I've had to add on 5 miles, which I was going to do yesterday. So I'm making good progress so far today. And the sun's come out. Have a little look, just up through the trees. You can hear the birds singing as well. There's my trusty bike, just there. It's my Cube aim race, and that blue thing there is my Albus 30 day pack, which has got everything in it that I need for today, tomorrow, and the day after when I eventually head back to Eastbourne. So good progress so far today, guys. Loads of people out on the South Downs Way today as well. Walkers, crazy runners, extreme runners, loads of mountain bikers. And everyone in good spirits, everyone friendly, everyone stopping for a little chat, sharing tips from the trail, which is great. Again, very difficult, guys, capturing cycling footage when you are the cameraman and the cyclist. I've tried to capture a few little bits and bobs, framed, staged and framed descents and stuff like that, but it's 10 minutes out of your day to do this stuff, and to be honest, you've got to walk down the hill to set your camera up, and then walk back up and get your bike, and then ride down and pack everything away. So it's going to be, like I said yesterday, more of an informative trail guide. But my top tip for today, guys, is hydration and nutrition. To give you an example, if I do a 25-mile bike ride, normal sort of bike ride around Barton, Yorkshire, where I live, I'll consume somewhere between 1,500 and 1,750 calories. So I'm probably consuming around 2,000 to 2,500 calories today, so there's not much left in the tank by the time you've finished. And hydration is key as well. I'm carrying as much as I can with me, but carrying loads and loads of fluids and water in your day pack just weighs you down. So what do? Do you carry extra weight, or do you carry the fluids that you need? It's it's a tough decision to make. So I'm just hoping somewhere up here, not too far, I'm going to be able to find somewhere where I can top up. And I always carry some emergency stuff with me as well, like good old Mars bar or a Boost bar, something that's packed with sugar and glucose, so if you do start to knock or bonk, as they say, you can charge yourself up. You'll get an extra 2 or 3 miles out of very tired legs once you inject some sugar or some glucose. So but so far so good, guys. Light cloud, gentle breeze, South Downs Way. We're heading in the general direction of Cocking. We're then going to drop down south slightly by about 3 kilometres, 4 kilometres maybe, to the village of Charlton, where tonight I am booked in to stay and dine at the Fox Goes Free. And I'll probably catch up with you all in a little while, but let me just show you one last time around this little snicket of woodland on the South Downs Way. We are west of, let me get my bearings now, Staining, so we're west of Staining. Heading in the general direction of Washington, not Washington DC obviously, a town called Washington, before pushing on East Dean, that direction, and eventually getting to Cocking and then dropping down to Charlton. So happy days, guys, and so far so good. So I'll catch up with you all in a little while, and keep enjoying your wonderful Wednesday. Monday you go. Hi guys, and welcome back to the South Downs Way. I am just west of Amberley now. I've just checked on my trail guide. I have about 11 miles left to do today, so we've made really good progress from Ditchling. there's some hefty climbing ahead, and it's quite warm. I think you can see from the blue sky that the clouds have burnt off quite quickly today. The breeze has dropped, but we're away from the coast now, so it's fair to say that it's going to be less windy, and we're down in the valley. And again, that suggests that before I get to Cocking and eventually drop down to Charlton, I'm just looking up the track, which is that way, a whole bank that I think I'm going to have to climb. So yes, we've made good progress. Yeah, we've only got 11 miles to go, but I think we've got some hefty climbing to do. I've taken some time out here. I'm really pleased to stumble across a drinking station, a freshwater drinking station, which was part of a network of drinking stations that were erected along the South Downs Way in 2006, part of the commemorative stuff, I think. So there's a plaque over there, something to do with the Rotary Club, invested funds to put drinking stations at various checkpoints along. So I was running a bit dry actually, and I didn't really want to go down into Amberley because it's another half a mile down into the village and then back up the hill to get back onto the South Downs Way. So I was going to push on and just use the last of the fluids that I'd got, but I'm glad I stumbled across this drinking station because A, it saved me having to go down into Amberley, which is another mile, and B, it's allowed me to literally guzzle the last of the fluids that I had on board and fill my flask up. It's one of those like chili bottle things that keeps your water cold for 12 hours and keeps your hot drinks hot for 8 hours. So I've been able to fill up my flask with fresh water, which should see me through till I arrive in Cocking. I've also devoured a packet of McCoy's flame grilled steak flavour crisps, and I've got a Mars bar to go as well. With 11 miles to go, I think it's fair to stock up on a little bit of nutrition, but not worry too much about putting some extra sugars in as well, because that will probably see me up some of these final hills. So far so good, guys. It's been definitely an easier day on the South Downs Way today than it was yesterday, being away from the coast, not having the headwind that I was battered with yesterday, but also the trails are less extreme. Yes, there's been some very steep climbing that has required a lot of energy and a lot of leg power, but also a lot of low gear usage as well. And I've said it before, don't be afraid to use the low gears. You know, back in the good old days of mountain biking, your low gear was called your granny gear. Now it's an essential piece of kit that gets you up the hills safely and without consuming too much energy. So there's been a lot of low gear climbing. I think I've got a few more low gear climbs ahead of me, but I'm really pleased with the progress that I've made today. We're going to be arriving at Cocking and dropping down to Charlton, where the Fox goes free. That's where I'm staying in good time, I think, hopefully within an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So yeah, well chuffed. I had a few reservations earlier about my ability to do this challenge. It was 32.5 miles yesterday, and I'm having to do 26.5 plus the 5 that I didn't do, so 31 plus an extra 3 miles added on that I had to do to get into Ditchling and back out again, which is where I decided to stay. So scenery absolutely stunning. Highly recommend this section of the South Downs Way, Ditchling to Cocking and Charlton. It's definitely faring better than yesterday's stage, which was Eastbourne to Ditchling, which was nothing short of murderous. That's all I can say about that. Nothing short of murderous. So guys, I'm going to sign off, get a bit more fluid inside me, head on down the track. I think we've got about a mile of level track. I think there's a little footbridge we have to cross over to get over the Amberley River, or River Arun. I'm just looking at the sign over there, River Arun, which runs close to Amberley. So we've got to cross the River Arun, and then I think we've got a bit of climbing to get up onto the high ridge, which I'm not looking forward to, but hey ho, what goes up has to come down. So I'm sure we will have a descent into Cocking and Charlton. So I'll see you all in a little while, guys, and just look at that lovely blue sky up there. So once again, Matt from the South Downs Way, just outside Amberley, on my way to Cocking, about 11 miles to go. So far so good, and yeah, having a good day. So I will catch up with you all in a short while. Bye day go, guys, take care, bye. guys, welcome back and welcome to the end of day 2 on the South Downs Way. 39.19 miles today, my friends. 39 miles to get back on track. So it's been an interesting day. It's fair to say that Ditchling to Cocking and Charlton is much easier than Eastbourne to Ditchling. Eastbourne to Ditchling was absolutely horrendous. I'm quite resilient, but it was absolutely horrendous in terms of the climbs and the descents and the exposure, being out on the down. That combination just made it really, really hard work. Today, the South Downs Way is more protected. There's sections where you go through the woods, so even if there is a wind, you're still able to keep your momentum going. So yeah, it's been a good day. I had to add 5 miles onto today's schedule because I cut yesterday's route short, so that was always going to be a challenge. And because I cut yesterday's route short, I had to cycle into Ditchling, which was 2 miles, and then cycle back out of Ditchling, which was another 2 miles. It doesn't sound a lot, but I've basically added 9 miles onto today's route. But we're back on track, and tomorrow we head for Winchester. It's been a really good day as well for a number of reasons. Bike performed well. I was a little concerned this morning. My legs were very tired for the first hour, the first mile, and I was a little bit concerned as to whether or not I was going to make it. But yeah, resilience paid off, and I took it easy. I used the low gears, and I'll be brutally honest, people who I met along the way kept me motivated, and everyone seemed to be on a similar cause, which was to get out and explore the South Downs Way. In fact, I met a really, really nice guy on a specialised e-bike who rode with me for the last 5 miles and pointed me to a little shortcut that would take me off the South Downs Way down to the village of Charlton, which was all downhill, and it was amazing. I got really, really muddy, but I've arrived safely now in the village of Charlton, and I am enjoying myself at the Fox Goes Free. It's a fantastic place. I highly recommend it if you are thinking of riding the South Downs Way. It is really well worth the detour. Come off the down, head down to Charlton, don't go up into Cocking, head down to Charlton, check in at the Fox Goes Free. There's a real buzzing atmosphere in the pub tonight. I mean, I'm out in the garden and I'm under a heated canopy, so I'm living the dream a little bit at the moment, guys, I'll be brutally honest with you. But inside the Fox Goes Free, there is a buzzing atmosphere and people are clearly out and about and enjoying themselves. So tomorrow we head for Winchester. I've got breakfast at 8. I want to be on the road by 8:45. I've got about a 2-mile climb up Cocking Hill, but I'm going to go on the road rather than go back up through the woods, which is how I got here today. So I'm going to go on the road up Cocking Hill, get back onto the South Downs Way. I've been told that it is undulating with 1 or 2 steep climbs and steep descents, so I'm looking forward to getting some miles in tomorrow, and the legs are feeling good, so fingers crossed that I arrive in Winchester tomorrow safe and sound. I don't think there's really anything else I need to tell you guys apart from hydration, hydration, hydration. Take as much fluid with you as you possibly can. Have a big hearty breakfast. Drink a couple of bottles of water, almost to the point of feeling a bit bloaty before you set out, because the calorie consumption is unbelievable. I'm burning 2.5, nearly 3,000 calories a day, and I'm a very, very slight person. So I've already noticed, even after 2 days of cycling on the South Downs Way, that my trousers are starting to feel a little bit baggy around the waist, and they're starting to slip down a little bit. So calorie consumption and hydration is key if you are going to take on the South Downs Way. An experienced cyclist with a good level of fitness will be able to nail this out in 3 days. If you are intermediate to good, I would suggest do it in 4 days. Break it down into 25-mile stages, and if you want any advice at all on how to break it down into 4 rather than do it in 3, then just let me know. Drop a little comment in the box below and I will give you my insider information from someone who has actually cycled the South Downs Way, Eastbourne to Winchester, 100 miles. So before I sign off, guys, I'm just going to show you again today. 39 miles covered. We've got nearly 40 miles to do tomorrow, so I'm pleased that I've done that distance. And one more thing before I sign off. Cheers to you all. So I'm going to head back inside now, guys, because I've got a table and I'm eating at 7:30. But I strongly recommend the Fox Goes Free in Charlton. Is well worth coming off the down. It's all downhill. It's a great journey down through the woods on mountain bike. It's forest tracks and a little bit of single track at the end, and then the final run into the village of Charlton is a big wide farm track. And even if your legs are tired, you will get from the down to Charlton in about 10-15 minutes, and it's all downhill. The only problem is you've got to get back up on there in the morning. So I'm going to see you all later, guys. I will get some pictures around Charlton if I can and share them with you. I hope you're enjoying my journey along the South Downs Way. I hope you're enjoying this little short informative film that I've put together, this little travel guide film. It's not 100 miles of GoPro. Who wants to watch 100 miles of GoPro? Once you've seen 1 mile of GoPro, you've seen every mile of GoPro. But I really just want to try and share my experiences with you from someone who has cycled the South Downs Way, Eastbourne to Winchester in 3 days. So I'm signing off now, guys. Take care. Wonderful Wednesday. Yamas, cheers and all that. And I will catch up with you tomorrow. Take care, my friends, and I will see you soon.